Cooking with Nancy O. My sidekick is not with me today. He's busy with another project on the Tower Gardens. And I just want to welcome you to our show. What I'm going to teach you today is something that's going to be good, fast, easy for Halloween next week. And next week we'll have even quicker items because everybody wants fun things for Halloween. We all love Halloween because we have to go to parties. This is going to be a way to keep yourself a little bit healthier. And then we're going to make it even quicker next week for you. So we have, well, first let me talk about our towers because, oh my gosh, we are growing in the basement already. And in 4 weeks' time, I cannot get over the difference. We actually are harvesting. The seedlings went on, and that's on week 1. And then by week 4, it's ready to be eaten off of. Actually, at week 3, we could have snitched some of it, but we didn't. We let it get a little bit bigger. So we're very excited to be having lettuce and kale and all kinds of good greens in our basement growing. And that Rick right now is putting up a second and third tower in our basement because we have so many seedlings. We need to get them going. So I wanted to share some of the vegetables we're doing with you today. Now, the celery I have grown in the past on the tower. I don't have any big enough for today, but celery does grow on the tower. And we have new seedlings started, but for this recipe, I just bought these. And then remember last week, that whole bunch of peppers we had? Well, we picked more peppers. Look at this. Our towers, what's today? October 23rd, are still producing outside. And it's like crazy because you don't know when it's going to be time. We have tomatoes still growing out there. We have peppers going like crazy. It's going to be high 70s this week. That's unusual. So, and then of course our tomatoes that we pulled this week. And this is the kale from the basement. I have already shredded it for our recipe because I have a great recipe today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And this is what everybody brings to a gathering because your food coma is going to start on Halloween and go all the way through New Year's. So let's see how we can make these recipes a little bit healthier. And I'm going to take an actual taco dip. And I'm going to give you some healthy twist on it. So first, I'm going to kind of scoot some things out of the way here, and I'll talk about them as we work. So my first layer of a taco dip, this is just a Frito bean dip. I have never used this, so I looked at the ingredients on the back, and they're not too bad to be using because when you're using it in a dip, it's not like you're eating the whole container, okay? So kind of keep that into perspective. This is a way of enjoying something and adding a healthy kick to it. So I went ahead and spread it on the bottom of my plate. And then what we're going to spread on top of this, let's see. I have to read the recipe because this is different from mine. So we're using an 8-inch plate. I don't know if mine's an 8-inch. If you have 9-inch, use 9-inch. Whatever you have, use, make it work, okay? Now, we took a cup of sour cream and we mixed a pack, I threw the pack wood. It's just taco seasoning in there. And we just mix that up ahead of time. And what we're going to do is we're going to do about a 2-inch ring around the edge here. Actually, I'm going to use this. Use whatever you have, and you're just going to dollop this around. And you're going to make a little border because inside that border, guess what's going in there? Your guacamole. And actually, I do not buy already made guacamole, but I did because we are getting ready to travel today and I didn't have time to make guacamole. So I researched some guacamole and they came up with the best guacamole. So that's what we ended up with second best because our store didn't have the best. And I'll share that with you. But see, all of this is so easy to do. We bought a pre-pack of taco seasoning, sour cream. Now, if you use a fat-free sour cream, it might get a little runny. I just used what I had on hand, but I probably would have used the fat-free just because I like saving on the calories. But that's an individual thing. do what is good for you. Okay, so the guacamole was Cabo Fresh we ended up with. And I love the name Cabo, so why not? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to top the beans and in the center here with the guacamole. See how easy this is, guys? You see this coming together? So when you get to where you're going at your party, this is going to be a little bit, you have control over. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of backtrack to that. If you are going to a party, offer to bring fresh veggies, because what we're going to do here is we're going to eat this taco dip with celery, peppers, things like that, because it's going to be better than chips for you. So that's how you can turn a recipe into healthy. You just add your vegetables. So whenever we go to a party now, we offer salad or fresh vegetables. That way I know I can grab fresh vegetables. Do you know how good fresh vegetables are with salsa? Have you ever tried that? So this is like, I'm adding all of this guacamole. I don't know if I'm supposed to add this much, but let's make this whopping good, right? Okay. Look at how easy this is. And you know this would have been done if I hadn't been talking. So see how fantastic that is? Okay, now we are going to take the next layer and we're going to add some sour cream and we're going to decorate it like a spider web. Now, I decorate all the time, so I'm using a decorating bag, but you could use a Ziploc bag, put your sour cream in it and just cut the tip off, okay? So let's see if I can do that. I've never decorated on camera before, but I'm gonna make this a little bit smoother to make it easier for me. And if you've ever decorated cookies or a cake, this is a really simple thing to do. Look at that. Okay, see how easy that came? Now, I'm just going to start in the middle and see I already created a problem with the sour cream dripping, sorry. It's hard to talk and do this. See how easy this is? I'm just bringing the web out. It doesn't have to be perfect. I even did wiggly lines because I was talking. And now you're just going to go through and just add your spider web. See how easy that is? I can't believe how much I miss decorating, but I don't want to decorate cakes because I'll eat them. My favorite thing is to decorate cookies. And you know how easy it is to eat cookies. So we try to keep those out of the house. Okay, now you have your spider web. I guess I should have done a little, I'll just do a little design in the middle. Now, this is, it's gonna be the fun part because we bought the wrong olives. They were supposed to be whole olives to turn into spiders. So Rick figured it out for me. We're gonna do half of one and we're gonna put a little spider on here. Oh, I dropped him upside down. Let's get a new head here. We're gonna give him a little head. We're gonna add legs to this. We just took these olives and cut them in half. See how fun this is? I don't know about you guys, but I just have to have gory things for Halloween. As you can tell by my nails, I have spiders on them for fun, for our trip. See how that just turns right into a spider here? Now, we're missing things, right? So now we are going to sprinkle kale around the edges. So how often do you put kale on the taco dip? But we're going to put our kale around the edges. This is so much fun. I've never made this recipe. I've always done it in a big pan and just kind of piled it all on top. But I love the fact that I cut all of my vegetables yesterday because we are so busy today. And it worked out great putting this together this morning for you guys. And you can do the same thing. Halloween is, I believe, on a Tuesday this year. So you could pre-cut some of your vegetables as early as Sunday. Does this not look so cute? Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I just love fun things for Halloween. Okay, now we're going to top this with cheese. Oh, this is going to be so festive. My spider's head needs to be a little closer. Too bad I don't have red to put on for his eyeballs. I should have thought of red eyeballs because that would just be really spooky looking. Does this not look fantastic, guys? Oh, I'm loving this. I'm having so much fun doing this pre-chopped. And my tomatoes are really ripe right now because of being outside they're still growing. I can't believe it. But you know what? We saved some. We put them in the refrigerator green so we could do some green tomato recipes for you guys when we get back. Look at that. I cut some of mine a little big. You probably want yours a little more bite size. I see that now. I get them a little close. Okay. Now, what do you think? Is that not fantastic? Hey, Rick. I don't know if he can't hear me. I was going to have him come in and taste this recipe, but he seems to be not in earshot. He's probably in the basement. Okay, guys, what do you think? Now, if you had extra olives, I have some extra spider legs we can put around the edges. We don't eat a lot of olives at our house, but other people do. And if you're sharing this dish, you can just set your olives aside. Okay, guys. Is this not the easiest recipe to do? I pre-cut my shredded kale. I pre-cut my tomatoes, and I pre-cut all of my veggies yesterday. I'm going to pull this plate in so you can see both. And then you can literally take a piece of, well, here, let me use this so it's a smaller bite, and just dip right in and eat it with veggies. I'm ruining my thing. I didn't want to do that. Very good. This was so easy, guys. This was really good recipe. You could also, it'd be hard to cut the carrots, but I would use baby carrots and dip them in there and try eating them. That way you're not eating the chips. Do you ever eat chips and the next morning you feel so inflamed? Eating everything with the vegetables is so much better. So what did you guys think of this cute little idea? Is this not, I'm gonna move my veggies out of the way. Isn't that adorable? So now, one other thing you can do when you're going to a party is, this is a quick idea. This is just a little white clear glass that I had here. You could literally put some ranch dressing in there, and you can pre-stack your veggies in there. I have seen this done at parties, and you just put nice colorful veggies in there, and then people can walk around and eat their vegetables and dip right out of a cup. How convenient is that? Or maybe if you have a tray of vegetables at a party, just offer cups with the ranch dressing in already, and they can put their veggies in there and what the ones they like to eat, and then walk around like that eating. That is such a convenient thing. We go to our neighbor's house and we have a big bonfire, and this would be so convenient to just be carrying around and eating your vegetables like that instead of piling them on a plate, scooping them. I really, really like this idea. They don't have to be clear cups. Use whatever you have. So I'm a firm believer in using up what you have and not having extras lay around. So let me know what you think of my taco salad, because I loved it and it tastes absolutely fantastic. Next week, we are going to bring you a quick, easy recipe to do with vegetables. It's absolutely adorable. And I have one I was going to do this week, but I decided to save it for next week because it's easy to do. And I want you to know that you can throw something together really easy to take to your Halloween party. We are headed to conference. We are going to learn more about the towers. We cannot wait to bring back the information, share it to you. We have so much going on in our business right now. And if you want any information, give us a holler. We're driving. We're going to be in the car. We'd love to talk to you guys and answer any questions you have about our towers. And until next week, you guys have a safe week. We'll be careful traveling, and we'll be back with even more excitement for you for next week. Bye for now. Slam dunk recipe, guys. Love it.